YouTube and welcome to my channel, A Sisterlocks Journey, where I document everything about my sisterlocks. I am newly locked, approximately 1 week in, and hopefully the things that I share will help you with your decision if you're looking into getting sisterlocks, or hopefully if you're on the journey too, maybe we can connect somehow. So my name is Flo, and I have been considering sisterlocks for a number of years, but different factors held me back from pursuing them. My best friend, however, she started her journey a little over a year ago, and I just kind of sat back and observed her, and I just loved what I saw. She was so happy with her decision to get sisterlocks. It wasn't always easy. She did let me know that. I would ask her questions, but I was very intrigued, and she celebrated her 1 year anniversary of being locked, and it was really during that time that I decided, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I took the first step, and I started looking for a loctician here in Chicago. I have been creeping on Sisterlocks pages for a while, just watching different ones and looking at, how they started and where they are and their feelings about their sisterlocks, and mostly it's positive. I mean, sometimes people, even though they love it, they would make little comments about, oh, there's bad days or whatever. Sometimes they question their decision, but for the most part, I've seen people who are extremely pleased with their decision. So I found my loctician. I went to the Sisterlocks website. Before, I did kind of like scope out different ones to see as they were on their journey. Like, I would look at a lot of Instagrams. I would see like maybe who did theirs. And it's so funny because the day I decided to get sisterlocks, I was creeping on Instagram, and I had seen a girl here in Chicago whose locks were gorgeous, and I was kind of like, I was looking at her page, and then she had tagged her loctician, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she's really good. I had no idea that somehow I would be connected with that same loctician. So I went to the Sisterlocks website. I looked up all of the locticians here in Chicago, and I emailed many of them. Some I called, and I'm just a very particular person with who I do business with. And one thing I look for is how timely your response is to an email or a phone call. And for the most part, everyone was good. They got back to me. I think only one didn't reply, but she also wasn't taking new clients, so that could be why she never responded. Although I did have another one that I reached out to who wasn't taking new clients and put me in touch with the loctician that I eventually chose. So again, another thing I'm particular about is, like, when I'm talking to you, if I have questions, how you are with replying to my questions, and any information that you could provide me that would be helpful, because I don't like to waste my time. I'm very busy, and I like to really know for sure if I even want to meet with you to do a consult. So I have some questions, and some of the people that I spoke with were kind of like, they weren't very forthcoming with the information, and they said, well, I'll answer all of that when you come for your consultation. And I wasn't looking for deep information. I was just like kind of asking like basic questions, and I was like, well, what if I don't want to do a consultation with you? I don't want to waste your day or my day. So that kind of just put me off a little bit. It may not bother other people, but it did bother me a little bit. So one of the locticians that I reached out to here in Chicago had texted me and said, I'm not taking new clients right now, but she gave me one of the trainees in her salon, whose name was Kedia, and gave me her information. So I reached out to Kedia, and Kedia replied to me so fast, But one thing that she said was, before we proceed any further, I want you to see my work. So she replied and she sent me her Instagram. And so I took a look at her Instagram. It was the same girl that I had seen earlier, the girl's locks that I really liked. It was the same loctician. So I'm like, it's meant to be. So then I told Kedia, I love your work. I've seen what you've done. She had a lot of styles on her page, and I just feel like I like to see photos. I'm a very visual person, so I want to see your work. I love that she had it so I can get a visual idea of what she does. So then she called me and we had a lovely conversation. She answered all of my questions. She was very patient. She did not care about how many questions I had. She was wonderful. So I knew right then and there that I was gonna go with Kedia. I set up an appointment with her for a consultation to look at my hair and talk about the process and then do starter locks. So we actually set up an appointment for that coming Friday. I went to my appointment with Kedia. She took me through the whole process. She answered all of my questions and she took a look at my hair. She did 15 starter locks on my hair. And then we set up an appointment for the install for, I think it fell like 17 or 18 days later, because I had to keep my starter locks in for at least 14 days. So the consultation went smoothly. Again, she was very informative. She asked me questions about my nutrition. Also, she had asked me if I wanted to color my hair, because she said if you do, then go ahead and do it now, because you will not be able to color your hair once you get the Sisterlocks for probably around a year. I think she said maybe 6 months to a year, but I think 1 year kind of stuck in my head. So I decided I wasn't going to color my hair, so I was okay with that. I was going to let the gray just come on, whatever. So, and also nutrition, she asked me like what kind of foods I eat and everything, and the importance of like hydrating and all of that. So basically your hair is going to reflect what's inside. The installation, my installation took 3 days. It was about 36 hours. I was hoping that it would be 2 days, but it was not. It took 3 full days. And Kedia was wonderful. Kedia is very particular, and she is very neat and very precise. So almost like a perfectionist, which I liked, because I could tell that she was really taking great care with my hair, and she wanted to really, I mean, she takes a lot of pride in her work, so I really like that. The process, the installation, it was easy. The salon, I loved the salon. I loved all the ladies in there. We had the most wonderful conversations, and even the customers coming in for reties, you know, they were all great. So the vibe of the salon is wonderful. I'll link the salon. I'll link all of Kedia's information in this video. So like I said, I am 1 week in. She gave me my my package. She gave me like my starter shampoo, my band. She actually braided and banded my hair before I left, because I did want to wash it. My hair was very stiff, and I'm like, I can't. No, I have to either wet it or something. So she did braid and band it, and I did wash it. I'm due for another wash probably in about 4 days. So washing has me a little because I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So hopefully I'll get better with the washing. But other than that, you know, my locks are doing good. They're just like chilling, and I've never not obsessed over my hair. You know, usually I'm like, oh, I'm doing this, or how am I gonna do my hair, or, you know, maybe I should do a protective style. It's really taken a load off, and as active as I am and busy, it's great. I put my bonnet on and I wake up, shake, and go. So you can kind of see how, I mean, my hair is kind of doing its own thing. Sometimes I'll like try to style it different and stuff, and it just, my hair is telling me that this is how it wants to be. So it's, you know, has the front like laying in my eye, which I don't really like, but my hair is just like doing its own thing, and it's fine. So some of the things that my friends recommended was like you know, using rose water to spray the hair. I did get a spray bottle. Finally, they were kind of hard to find because they were like out of stock. But anyway, I got a spray bottle with rose water that I'll be like just doing a mist, but I haven't really experienced any dryness. Some itching, yes, definitely some itching. Kedia did give me a couple of tips on what to do for that, so I'll try those and then I'll let you guys know. So that's the start of my journey. Hopefully you guys will join me and see how I'm doing. If you have any questions, please ask questions. I can answer them in my next video. And like I said, I'll also link everything so that you can like look into, if you're in the Chicagoland area, if you're looking for someone to do your sister locks. And that's it. I'll see you next time.